Alrighty, guys, how's it going? It's your boy Stas here. Got my good old double espresso. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As listen, we have a lot to cover, man. SoFi, the charts, what I'm doing with SoFi, and we have to break down the overall market, which as of now, I'm sure all you guys know for the most part, we're rebounding pretty nicely after Friday's complete and utter bloodbath. So guys, let's dive into it. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, join my Patreon if you want to keep up with my actual portfolio updates, my trades, investments, and if you want to be a part of my private Discord, all of that's on Patreon, link down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And cheers to everybody, man, that's been joining the Patreon. I really hope you guys are finding value. We've gotten so many signups recently. I appreciate all of your support by joining the Patreon, and honestly, watching the videos for free is good enough, but if you guys join the Patreon, man, sincerely, you're awesome. So let's dive into it, break down SoFi, the charts, again, what I'm doing. So yeah, let's do it. SoFi's up around 3% right now, trading at 1650 after hitting 1560 on Friday. Again, Friday was a disaster, man. The Qs went down 5%. The S&P went down 2-3%. Same with the Russell. It was bad, but today it's actually quite the opposite. The Qs are up almost 2%. Russell's up 1%. S&P's up about 0.5%, a little more than that. And the Dow's actually pretty much at break even. But yeah, nice rebound for tech today. And SoFi is participating in that rebound. Again, trading in the mid-16s, up around 3%. And this is what I'm noticing on these charts. Number one, we're seeing a higher low being put in right here at about 15.80, $16 a share. And now we're starting to reverse back over the 50 SMA on the 1 hour chart, although we're not fully breaking out yet. We're starting to see signs of it, right? And on the 30-minute time frame, you guys can see pretty clearly the higher low that I just mentioned, but on top of that, we're noticing lower highs. We're still in a wedge. You guys can see lower highs and higher lows being made at the same time. So what direction are we going to pick? This is why we can't get too excited from the bullish standpoint yet until we're able to take out $17, $17.50, $18, quite frankly, which we're not there yet. But we're noticing the writing on the wall slowly, right? The fact that, again, we're putting in higher lows. Now, all we have to do is really take out 17, 17.50, and we'll go from there. So keep your eyes on this wedge on the 30-minute chart and on the 20-day chart. You guys can see it. And on the 4-hour chart, what do you see here? I'll give you a second. I'll give you guys a second. This is a clear cup and handle starting to form. And right now, with this 3% green day we're seeing, you could argue that this is the start of the handle of the cup and handle. You know, we got the clear cup, the sell-off. Now we're starting to get this handle here, and if it plays out, we can see this stock, SoFi, start to go to $18, $19 before the cup and handle actually even fully plays out, right? So for this to fully play out, it comes down to $19.50, $20 to, it comes down to that level breaking. We're not anywhere near that yet, but in the meantime, again, we can actually play this before the cup and handle even fully plays out. By that I mean we could end up playing this breakout on SoFi, let's say from 17, let's say that wedge plays out, on the 30-minute time frame, we see the wedge breakout. We could end up playing this up to about $19 before the cup and handle even tests, even breaks out. If it even breaks out, So I'm eyeing up 17 very closely in the short term. I think if that breaks, we could end up riding the stock back towards 19, $20. Then if $20 breaks, that's where the real breakout on SoFi is going to come. That's where the cup and handle really starts to play out, and we could find our way slowly, not overnight, but slowly back to the mid-20s, which is the ultimate gap to fill in the short term on SoFi, right? That's the key level to watch. At least that's what I'm watching. So in the short term, guys, again, 17 bucks. Let's see if that breaks. If it does, we could fill the gap to 20. If 20 breaks, this cup and handle plays out, boom, we could find our way low mid 20s like that. But we have to wait for the confirmation. We have to be patient. And I know SoFi has been testing all of our patience over the last couple of months, but eventually it's going to play out. Eventually it's going to play out, and I think that time is coming sooner rather than later. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and let's quickly go over now the indices, see where we're at. The Qs are seeing a little resistance at about 720, which we did talk about, I believe, in my previous video. Make sure you guys go check that one out after this video. We can see Qs are starting to see a little resistance at 720, which was the high from the middle of May. All throughout the end of May until we broke out of it, hit 748. So since Friday, on Friday actually, we dumped right under 720, and since that point, that has been resistance again, right? Old support, well, old resistance, it turned to support, now it's resistance again. So this spot, we're clearly seeing, a bit of a struggle. It's a struggle point on the Qs in the short term. As you guys can see on the intraday, we hit 722 earlier this morning, and we've been kind of chopping around downhill since, so that level needs to break. I think it will ultimately break, whether it's later today, at some point tomorrow. I just don't think this market is going to see much more red. I could be wrong, but I think the market needs to be pretty much at all-time highs, running up and to the right during that SpaceX IPO. I mean, this is the biggest IPO ever. Like I said in my previous video, I think there's no chance this market sells off all week into that IPO. There's no way the big boys, the institutions, let that happen, in my opinion. I think we get another big run into the report, or the IPO, not the report. But that's just my opinion. But as of now, we're chopping around at 720, right? 715, 720. This needs to break, and if it does, man, this is going to go higher. I think we go back to all-time highs, maybe even before the IPO or shortly after the IPO. We'll see. That's what everybody and their grandma is waiting for at this point in the stock market, right? So the Qs, watch for 720, 722 to break. On SPY, keep your eyes on, let's see if I zoom in. We're getting some buying at the 180 moving average on this 4 hour. I like that. But just like the Qs, SPY is under this critical resistance from the middle of May, right at about 745, 748. That needs to break. We need to retake that spot, whether it's later today, at some point this week. And once we do, the bulls are back in the driver's seat. But for now, it's clear that we're still seeing a bit of pressure from the bears. You could argue this is a lower high starting to be put in here on the S&P. We'll see, guys, but the second it takes out 745, 750, like I said, we're going to be back up to the races, all-time highs. But right now, it kind of is in a vulnerable spot. But again, I don't think the market's going to sell off much more this week into the IPO. I mean, think about this. Think about an environment where we sell off all week, stocks get clobbered all week into the biggest IPO ever. Does that make sense to you? Is that the landscape that the market wants to be in before the biggest IPO ever? Absolutely not. There's no way I think that's going to happen. Maybe it does happen, but ideally here, and the market makers will make this happen, in my opinion, but ideally we're uptrending, we're breaking out, we're almost at all-time highs or at all-time highs into that SpaceX IPO. That's at least my opinion. That's what's going to happen, I think. So keep your eyes on SPY at about 745, 750. Big resistance coming up. We need to break that. And again, the Qs need to break 722. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button. Consider subscribing if you guys want to keep up, again, with all this content. And check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates, all in real time, by the way. And if you want to be a part of my private Discord, that's linked down below, pinned in the comments. Or, guys, go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you guys in the next video.